As a very young person, I often saw images of African Americans in my hometown of Westfield, New Jersey. In elementary school, I learned about Westfield history, mostly about the buildings and when they were built, but not about the people. Definitely not about people who look like me. For Westfield's 300th anniversary, the Westfield 300 Subcommittee on African American History developed the African American Walking Tour. Inspired by that, I decided to follow the tour and explore the contributions of Westfield's African American residents during the 20th century. 8 African American medical professionals lived and worked in Westfield from the 1940s to 1970s. They lived and worked in an area we call the Black Professional Zone. It all started with Dr. Howard F. Brock, MD, who lived at 413 West Broad Street. He was born in Westchester, Pennsylvania in 1889. Dr. Brock attended the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia and earned his medical degree at Howard University in Washington, D.C. A well-respected member of the community, Dr. Brock established his family medical practice in Westfield in 1915. For more than 50 years, Dr. Brock was a pillar of Westfield's community, serving as president of the Westfield chapter of the NAACP in the 1930s, member of the Board of Trustees for the Westfield Community Center, financial investor of the Shady Rest Golf and Country Club in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, one of the nation's first African American golf clubs, and co-chairman of the Westfield Brotherhood Committee in 1958. On February 8, 1958, the Westfield Brotherhood Community brought Martin Luther King Jr. to Westfield a year after the Montgomery bus boycott ended. Dr. Brock introduced Dr. King that evening. The tickets were free to all community residents. They opened up the cafeteria and gym to overflowing crowds. In researching these people who lived in a professional zone, it appears that Dr. Brock had a phenomenal impact on the young people who graduated from Westfield High. Dr. Russell Corbin, DDS, lived at 432 West Broad Street. Raised in Westfield, Dr. Corbin graduated from Westfield High in 1924. After returning from college and dental school, Dr. Corbin maintained his dental practice for nearly 40 years. Dr. James Bird, DDS, lived at 550 Trinity Place. He was raised in Westfield and graduated from Westfield High in 1924. Dr. Bird attended Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. He maintained his dental practice in Westfield for over 40 years. Dr. Hubert Humphrey, MD, lived at 430 Downer Street. Born and raised in Westfield, Dr. Humphrey graduated from Westfield High in 1927. After receiving his medical degree from the Howard University College of Medicine in 1935 and interning at Freedman's Hospital in Washington, D.C., he began his medical practice in Westfield in 1936, which lasted over 33 years. Dr. Humphrey served as president of the Westfield Medical Society in the 1950s. Dr. Robert Thompson, DDS, resided at 203 Polsted Avenue. Raised in Westfield, Dr. Thompson graduated from Westfield High in 1941. He attended the College of Dentistry at Howard University in Washington, D.C. Dr. Thompson practiced dentistry in Westfield for over 40 years, where he received numerous citations and certifications for his many years of public service. These African American medical professionals and community leaders served the entire Westfield community, both black and white residents, for over 50 years. They left their mark on the community of Westfield for generations. Other Westfield citizens who graduated from Westfield High included the Plimpton brothers. James O. Plimpton Jr. lived at 516 West Broad Street. Born and raised in Westfield, Plimpton graduated from Westfield High in 1931. After graduating from Lincoln University in Pennsylvania, he served in the U.S. Merchant Marines. In 1941, Mr. Plimpton began a 40-year career in aviation that took him from being a flight instructor for the Tuskegee Airmen to starting air services in Ecuador and Haiti. He rose to become vice president of TWA and Eastern Airlines. James Plimpton Jr. is the brother of Hollis Plimpton, who established the Plimpton Funeral Home. Also a graduate of Westfield High, Hollis Plimpton attended Boston University and School of Embalming and Restoration after World War II. In 1949, he established the Plimpton Funeral Home. As a 7th grade student at Roosevelt Junior High, Mr. Plimpton created his business plan during his mechanical drawing class. He was the first black president of the New Jersey Funeral Directors Association. These leaders served on various boards throughout the town to provide social and recreational activities for young people in Union County. One example is the Westfield Community Center, which was founded in 1935. Over the years, the center has operated after-school, preschool, and youth summer camp programs. Currently, the center serves senior citizens. Over its long history, the Westfield Community Center has hosted many distinguished visitors, invited to offer children and adults wisdom and inspiration. Among these visitors were the baseball player Jackie Robinson, the tennis champion Althea Gibson, the Olympian Jesse Owens, and the renowned educator Mary McLeod Bethune. After learning more about the former residents of Westfield, I feel better about our history and know that our ancestors were doing their best to create a better world for us. Our town elders provided education, mentorship, and support to many African Americans who attended Westfield Public Schools. Many returned after receiving their education to serve and contribute to the community and the country.